Good morning, बच्चों. Today we will discuss structures of compounds of p block elements. P block elements starts from group number 13 and ends up to group number 18. 13 group is called as boron family, 14 is called as carbon family, 15 is nitrogen family, 16 is oxygen family, 17 is fluorine family or halogen family, and 18 is noble gases. Now the electronic configuration of group number 13 elements. The general configuration is ns2np1, for 14 ns2np2, for 15 ns2np3, for group number 16 ns2np4, for group number 17 ns2np3, for group number 18 ns2np6. As we are discussing the shapes and structures in this video, so we must know the different type of arrangement can be linear if central atom is surrounded by 2 atoms. It will be trigonal planar if surrounded by 3 atoms, or can be tetrahedral, trigonal bipyramidal, octahedral, or pentagonal bipyramidal. Let us discuss the concept of hybridization taking an example of IF7. Here the central atom is iodine, as it is big in size and lower in electronegativity. We know that iodine belongs to group number 17 and its general configuration is ns2np5. So in ground state, the s orbital contains 2 electrons and p orbital contains 5 electrons. As you can see here, the p orbital contains only one unpaired electron. So in this case, iodine will form only one bond with fluorine. But in IF7, it is shown that the 7 bonds should be made with fluorine. For making the 7 bonds, we need to promote the electrons from s and p orbitals to d orbitals. Therefore, in excited state, 1 electron from s and 2 electrons from p are promoted to 5d orbitals. Now you have 7 unpaired electrons, 1 in s, 3 in p and 3 in d. All of them, they will hybridized and result in formation of a new hybrid orbital, that is sp3d3, which has a pentagonal bipyramidal arrangement, in which you will draw a pentagon. In this pentagon, in the center, iodine will be present, and at the corners of pentagon, fluorine will be present. As pentagon has 5 corners, so you will place 5 fluorine and attach every fluorine with iodine. Now 2 fluorine are left. They are arranged one above the plane and one below the plane. Now we will discuss a shortcut method for finding the hybridization structures and shapes. For this, we will use a formula. Hybridization is equal to half bracket number of valence electrons in the central atom plus number of surrounding monovalent minus cationic charge plus anionic charge. Number of valence electrons in carbon family is 4, in nitrogen family is 5, in oxygen family it is 6, for halogen family the number of valence electron is 7, and for noble gases it is 8. And monovalent atoms are like hydrogen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, which shows a valency of 1. Minus cationic charge. Cationic charge is positive charge. For example, if you have seen the molecule of ammonium-ions, it is NH4 positive. So on the right top, positive is written. So this is a cationic species, and in this case, as it is written +1, so you will subtract 1 from here. Similarly, anionic charge means If you take a example of carbonate, CO3 2 negative, on the right top -2 is written. So this is a anionic species. In this case, you will take 2 of -2, and it is the anionic charge, and anionic charge is always added. So you will add 2 here. Okay, let us discuss example one by one. First of all, we must see the arrangement. The first hybridization is sp. In this case, the arrangement is linear arrangement. In the center, the central atom is present and two other atoms are arranged at an angle of 180. Another hybridization is sp2. This arrangement is called as trigonal planar arrangement. In this case, the central atom lies at the center of triangle, while the other three atoms, they are at the corners of triangle. And if instead of 3 atoms attached to central atom, you have only 2 atoms, at that time the third position will be occupied by lone pair. Similarly, if central atom is surrounded by 4 atoms, at that time the hybridization is sp3. Arrangement is called as tetrahedral. But if hybridization is sp3, but instead of 4 bonds, you have only 3 atoms attached to central atom, at that time fourth position will be occupied by lone pair. Then the arrangement will be called as trigonal pyramidal. Similarly, if hybridization is sp3, but there are 2 bond pair and 2 lone pair, then it will be called as bent shape. Now, if hybridization is sp3d, it is called as trigonal bipyramidal. In this case, the central atom lies in the center of triangle and 3 atoms are attached to the central atom, and these 3 atoms are arranged at the corners of triangle, and 2 bonds, one lie above the plane and another lie below the triangular plane. Similarly, if hybridization is sp3d and you have 4 bond pair but 1 lone pair, then the arrangement is called as seesaw shape. And if 3 bond pair and 2 lone pair are there, then the arrangement is called as T shape. But you must know, here the lone pair will always occupy equatorial position, because here it suffers less repulsion. Now, if central atom is surrounded by 6 other atoms, then the arrangement will be octahedral and the hybridization will be sp3d2. But if the central atom is attached by 5 atoms, that means 5 bond pair and 1 lone pair, then the shape will be called as square pyramidal. And if hybridization is again sp3d2, but you have 4 bond pair and 2 lone pair, then the arrangement is called as square planar. Similarly, there is one more example of next hybridization, which is sp3d3, which is called as pentagonal bipyramidal. Now let us discuss some of the compounds of noble gases, and the first compound is XeF2. I will use the formula again, which was used for hybridization. That is, hybridization is equal to half bracket start V plus H minus C plus A. I will take the example of XeF2. The central atom is xenon. Xenon has 8 valence electron. So I will write half bracket start 8 plus, how many fluorine are attached to XeF2? It is 2 only. So for H I will write 2. As the molecule is neutral, it does not carry any charge, neither cationic nor anionic. So minus 0 plus 0 bracket close. So I get half 8 plus 2. is equal to 5. And if the value is 5, that means 5 orbitals will be used, and if 5 orbitals are used, hybridization is always sp3d. And arrangement, you very well know the arrangement in case of sp3d is trigonal bipyramidal, just like the first figure. Okay, but now only 2 fluorine are there, therefore 2 fluorine will occupy the axial position, while the 3 equatorial positions will be occupied by the lone pair. Therefore the structure will be linear, hybridization will be sp3d2. Similarly, we will discuss xenon tetrafluoride. It is equal to central atom again xenon, so formula will be half bracket start 8 plus कितने फ्लोरीन है 4, तो प्लस 4 ब्रैकेट क्लोज, तो इट विल बी इक्वल टू 6 means hybridization is sp3d2 and arrangement will be square planar. Why square planar? Because only 4 fluorine are there, but we have to make the arrangement of 6. So at 4 positions fluorine will be there, while at 2 position lone pair will be there, and this fluorine will occupy the corners of square. 2 lone pair lies one above the plane and another below the plane. Similarly, you will discuss xenon hexafluoride, that is half bracket start 8 plus 6. It will come out to be 7. 7 means sp3d3, and it is called as pentagonal bipyramidal or distorted octahedral. Let us see the structures here. The first structure is of xenon difluoride, in which the hybridization is sp3d. Lone pair always occupy the equatorial position. Let us see the last structure, that is xenon trioxide. Again I will use the same formula. Xenon has 8 valence electron, so I will use the formula hybridization is equal to half bracket start 8 plus monovalent. Oxygen is not monovalent, it is divalent, so we will not consider oxygen. So bracket close, value comes out to be 4. 4 means hybridization is fixed, that is sp3, and sp3 has a tetrahedral arrangement, but we can see here we have only 3 oxygen. So 3 oxygen will be present at 3 position, and 4th position will be occupied by lone pair. Now some interhalogen compounds, like first is ClF3, BrF3. Again you can see bromine belongs to group number 17. So it will contain 7 valence electrons. 7 valence electron. And how many fluorine are there? 3 fluorine. That means we have 3 monovalent. I will use the formula hybridization is equal to half bracket start 5 plus 3. Half bracket start 7 plus 3 bracket close. The value comes out to be 5. 5 means sp3d. So sp3d has a trigonal bipyramidal arrangement. In this we will arrange 3 fluorine and 2 lone pair, but note lone pair always occupy the equatorial position at the corners of triangle. Next is ClF5. Again Cl belongs to group number 17. So again I will use the formula hybridization is equal to half bracket start. Halogen family has 7 valence electron, so 7 plus कितने फ्लोरीन है 5 फ्लोरीन है, तो 7 plus 5 bracket close. Now you will get a value 6. 6 means sp3d2, and so you will form 6 has a octahedral arrangement, you will arrange 5 fluorine around the chlorine in octahedral arrangement, and 6th position will be occupied by lone pair. Let us recall one thing. If from calculating hybridization the value comes out to be 2, hybridization will be sp. If value comes out to be 3, it will be sp2. If value comes out to be 4, it will be sp3. If value comes out to be 5, it will be sp3 d. If value comes out to be 6, it will be sp3 d2. If value comes out to be 7, it will be sp3 d3. Similarly, you can draw the structure of IF7. It is half, bracket start 7 plus 7, the value comes out to be 7, and 7 is sp3 d3, which has a pentagonal bipyramidal shape. Next is oxa acids of chlorine. In oxa acids of chlorine, we have hypochlorous acid, chlorous acid, chloric acid, and perchloric acid. And you will see here, in oxa acids, the halogen has one doubly bonded oxygen and one OH bond, except for hypochlorous acid, in which halogen has only one OH bond. तो हर ऑक्सा एसिड में एक कम से कम सेंट्रल एटम को डबली बॉन्डेड ऑक्सीजन होना चाहिए और एक OH बॉन्ड होना चाहिए. लेट अस सी द केस ऑफ क्लोरिक एसिड. क्लोरिक एसिड हैज़ फार्मूला ClO3H. तो आपने क्या किया, सेंटर में Cl लिखा, एक डबली बॉन्डेड ऑक्सीजन जोड़ दिया और एक OH जोड़ दिया. तो जब आपने इस तरह से अरेंज किया तो यू कैन सी दैट ओनली 2 ऑक्सीजन आर यूज्ड, while the formula was ClO3H. That means you have to put one more oxygen that will be joined to chlorine only, and the structure is shown here. Perchloric acid means it will have one more oxygen than that of chloric acid. Again the central atom is chlorine. You will first of all put one doubly bonded oxygen and one OH bond. Now as the formula of perchloric acid is ClO4H, 2 oxygen are arranged. Now you will arrange 2 more oxygen around chlorine. So chlorine is joined by 4 oxygen, and out of which 1 oxygen is attached to hydrogen. Similarly, you will draw the oxa acids of sulfur. Again same, the arrangement is tetrahedral arrangement. You will learn the structure of sulfuric acid. In case of sulfuric acid, the central atom is sulfur. First of all, you will draw doubly bonded oxygen and one OH. What is left now? You are left with one H and 2 oxygen. So you will arrange one doubly bonded oxygen and one OH. Another molecule is sulfurous acid. In case of sulfurous acid, one oxygen is less. That position is occupied by lone pair. Next is peroxo disulfuric acid. Peroxo disulfuric acid means here disulfuric acid is formed by joining of 2 sulfuric acid and loss of 1 water molecule. If 2 sulfuric acid are used, at that time with the loss of water molecule takes place, at that time the formula will be H2S2O7. But peroxo means 1 oxygen is more, so final formula will be H2S2O8. Again you will write the same type of structure. Sulfur in the center. First of all, it will be surrounded by doubly bonded oxygen and OH. Now each sulfur will left with 2 oxygen. You will arrange 2 oxygen around the sulfur. Similarly, same arrangement will be with other sulfur. And as the name indicate, it has a peroxo linkage. So 2 oxygen which are singly bonded, they will join together. Next is pyrosulfuric acid. It has a similar structure to peroxo disulfuric acid. The only difference is instead of peroxide linkage, you have only 1 oxygen between 2 sulfur. Pyro word is related to 2. That means two sulfuric acid units are joined together with the loss of water molecule. Draw this structure twice. Thank you very much and have a nice day.